Hi guys, how you going? Welcome to the 2nd of January 2020. We made it. There were some hairy, scary moments towards the end there where I thought we were all doomed. However, yet here we are, enjoying the 2nd of January. So, have some exciting news for you. My auntie has been located. I probably should have asked the person that I finished up asking first. I did it backwards, but that's okay. I've learned. Auntie's safe. This is good. So I have had a very, very busy start to the year. Let me tell you, it has been chaotic. It has been fantastic. If this is any indication of what 2020 is going to be like, I am so down with that. So we'll do a few little things first. Hello, everyone. Hello. Janelle Page gets the Lucky Door Prize. We're going to have to get a Lucky Door Prize, okay, instead of just talking about it. Even though we're manifesting this Lucky Door Prize, I think we actually need to have one. What I wanted to talk to you about before we get into some readings, and I'll have to pull my cards out because I haven't done that yet, is that this year I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently, as I have mentioned, but I'm still downloading information from Spirit telling me what they want me to do and how best to go about it and all that sort of stuff. So I'm actually very pleased to let you know that I will be offering masterclasses throughout the year. And a masterclass is a whole range of different topics. It can involve guest speakers. It can involve guest experts, subject matter experts, rather, I should say. It could just be me channeling information, teaching you how to channel information, teaching you how to embrace yourself, how to transform your soul. There'll be lots of little tidbits throughout the year that I will bring you free of charge, of course. And they'll be here on the Warrior Chronicles and also on my private page, Insights by Janita. So if you haven't popped over there and liked it already, I am running a little challenge at the moment. I want to get over 1,000 followers and likes by the 2nd of February. So if you go over to my page and you're on your computer, right at the top, you've got 3 little dots. You can click on that and you can invite your friends. It's the easiest way to get my name out there. The payoff is, and I did a little video on this on Insight by Janita earlier today. So if you haven't had a chance to see that, do pop over there. You get the whole entire story. Or if you have seen it, I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you again because I'm super excited about it. I'm actually going to start doing relationship readings. There are some conditions on that because I am still very much an advocate for the evolution of self. And I really, really want people to succeed in their personal growth and spiritual growth as well. So it's very important that we concentrate on that. However, when I get over those 1,000 followers and 1,000 likes on my Facebook page, then I will be starting to do relationship readings and they will continue indefinitely, okay? So I'm happy to do that. I've always avoided them because I love the human factor so much. I think we've got so much to learn and grow about ourselves, and we've got to unwrap ourselves before all that fuckery happened to us, all that shit, all the labels, all the self-esteem issues, the insecurities, the sadness, the depression, just life in general. Even if you pretty much sail through life, you haven't had some really terrible things, which I highly would doubt. Everyone's gone through some sort of trial or tribulation throughout their life, but it's really, that's the juicy part of what I do. That's the thing that I love the most. But I do realize that there are some lessons that we have to learn in relationships, and they're intimate relationships where we learn them. So I get that, and I'm about to come out of my hibernation regarding relationship readings and start doing them. But of course, I need to get over that 1,000 likes by the 2nd of the 2nd, 2020. If you can do that, I will start doing relationship readings. I will even do them online. Under duress, of course. No, I'm actually quite comfortable about it. I want 2020 to be a lot of fun. I want to take the stigma out of personal growth. I want to take that whole bullshit story about how scary and terrible and painful spiritual growth and personal growth is. It's the biggest crock of shit. It's designed to keep you in a state of paralyzed fear so you don't move forward, so you don't realize that you're an empowered powerhouse and you can do anything that you want to do. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. But society doesn't want you to know that, because if you're a puppet or a robot, you're easier to control. So I want to break down all of that, and I want to, around the age of Aquarius, fare up someone's quoit. And I just want to get out there and make people remember who they are and the magnificent, miraculous human being that we are just by being here alone, let alone what we're actually capable of when we undo all the fuckery. Right. I have no idea what we are doing tonight. The masterclass events will be up shortly. Okay, I'm still working on those. I have had back-to-back readings all day today, and I've still got more readings to do tonight. And my first one starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. in Toronto. So I've been very busy. So if you don't see the masterclasses straight away, please don't panic. They are coming. They are coming. They'll be up in the next couple of days, and I'll do 6 months worth at a time. Okay, and that'll still be the event, and I'll do them live. There won't be any pre-recorded masterclasses. I want them all live so we can do the question and answers, and get that straight away feedback going on. Okay, let's have a little look. Hello everybody. JJ's not doomed. No. Thank you everybody. Jess Parker, hello. Yes, I don't think she realizes how stressful it was, but that's okay. All right. Hannah, Sophia, everybody's here. All right. Someone said, hang on, I just saw. Okay. All right, guys. 2nd of February 2020, that is right. There's a lot of twos there. I've only got to remember 2 numbers. All right. Jess Ainsworth, loving it. She's loving me coming out of my comfort zone, okay? She's not loving the fact that I'm doing it. She's loving the fact that it's painful for me to do it. Colleen's been in hospital. That's no good, my love. What do we got going on there for you? Okay, that if you start feeling a bit too hot, you need to take yourself back to hospital, okay? Because there's a little infection going on. I kind of feel like it's got something to do with you moving forward, so in your legs, the lower part of your body. So, Colleen, just keep an eye on that, okay? So if you do start to feel too hot, too uncomfortably hot, okay? You need to pop yourself back to the GP or to the hospital and just make sure that everything's functioning the way it should be, okay? Because there's a little bit of infection going on there. So I'll pop back and check on you in a second, but they just wanted to let me know that that's going on for you, okay? So, Colleen, if you can tell me what you've been in hospital for, in just brief, even top half of the body or bottom half of the body, it's fine if you don't want to share too much. Totally get that, but it just give me an idea on what we need to do. And now I'm rubbing my chest. Nice one. All right. Happy new decade. Exactly. Okay. Bron Duckett. I don't think I've seen your name before. I'll just let you know. You will hear the F-bomb a lot watching me. Let me tell you, I'm very genuine. I'm very me, and the F-bomb is just in my vocabulary. Okay. Excellent. All right, guys. If you've already commented, don't keep commenting, okay? Because that upsets the flow and I can't scroll backwards. So just leave it how it is. Just leave it with your one comment there, unless you want to engage in conversation that's completely different. But don't ask for reading because it moves it out. And it hates me, and I hate it when I miss people. So let's go. Sharon Thomas. Let's start with Sharon. Got Zodiac cards, and I've also got Life Purpose cards. So we're going to do an energy first, the current energy. And this is for Sharon Thomas. Janelle said a card is the lucky door prize. All right. Sharon Thomas, your current energy, my love. All right, you've got an earthy energy, slow, relaxed, loving. You want to be able to slow things down, take things a little bit more carefully. So Taurus energy, okay? So a little bit of stubbornness there around moving forward, but you're happy to just also stop and smell the roses and relax a little bit into this. Now, this will be a January reading for you, okay? So the things that will certainly stir themselves up. Now, this is really interesting because this is for my little darling whose name just went off my screen and I can't get it back. But you know who you are because you're nodding your head at me. Beautiful. Taurus and nutrition. Now, Taurus love their food. And the fact that I've got a Taurus card and I've got a nutrition card says to me that now's the time for you to pay attention to what you're eating. Now, I don't mean that you're eating KFC every night. You're having meat pies and mashed potatoes. I think I'm hungry. But that's not what I mean. What I mean by Taurus and nutrition is to make sure that you're feeding yourself correctly with the right things, okay? So that's what you're feeding your mind, what you're feeding your heart, what you're feeding your emotion. Are you giving yourself enough self-love and a self-balance going out there in nature? Because remember, Taurus and bulls. Bulls go outside. They don't hang out on the couch. Taurus are not supposed to hang out on the couch. They do better when they walk. But making sure that you're feeding yourself nutritionally in a holistic manner all over your body, not just what you're putting in your mouth, okay? That's not what this is about. It's about making sure that you're looking after the whole of you for the January period in particular, okay? I think you've taken some sort of battering in the last 6-7 months in particular, okay? And that's caused you to, they're showing me you slumped in a chair. So it's caused you to be very tired. So just relax into 2020, relax in the January period, and everything will start to fall into place for you, okay? And that will happen pretty quickly. Right. Janelle Page got the lucky door prize, so I'm going to draw her card. Oh, Janelle has got Venus coming in. Venus is all about love. It's the planet of love. And it's actually Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is very interesting. Okay, so the thing that you desire the most, your beauty, success, the luxurious items, that's what comes under Venus. Okay, now that doesn't mean that you're going to run out and get Botox. It just means that you'll see the beauty in all things around you. Talking to your angels, okay, asking for some divine guidance from them at the moment, and you will receive it because they're loving what you're doing to them. They're loving being able to talk to you, being able to get their message being heard as well. You're in for a bonza of a year, Janelle. Things will change dramatically for you, okay? And because you've really been busy, I can see you sweeping the floor. So you've really been doing a lot of homework, a lot of things to be able to get your life so you can actually feel ready to embrace a new decade. And that's exactly where you're at right now. And you're just going to love how pretty that looks, okay? All right. We've got a little bit of dropping out. Yeah, Telstra has not been kind today, guys. We've got fires all around us, and apparently, according to the Telstra site, that is causing interruptions to the internet line and also the phone line and stuff like that. So I don't know whether that's true or whether that's just a cop-out, because we have got fires all around us, but not necessarily in our area or even within 40 kilometres from where we live. I'm not really sure whether that's just a line that Telstra using, but it has certainly been dropping out. So you can watch the replay. Hopefully that doesn't interfere too much later when the internet's a little bit down and it's not directly live. So, okay. Right, Joanne. Hello, Roberta. Nice to see you too. Okay, Joanne Kaminsky. Joanne. Oh, Joanne's on the house of relationship, which is the 7th house, okay? So this is about significant partners, significant family choices that you're making at the moment, romantically, business. Okay, there's also a little bit, what I'm seeing here, okay? what I'm drawn to the most, even though it's a seventh house, the house of relationship, is all those blues and the greens. Now, blues is about communication and green is about a healing color. And there's a family unit there as well, okay? So what I'm saying to you right now is just some things that you might need to consider about making sure that you've got the right balance with things, okay? Give me a little bit more information, please, about this. Okay, so you're a bit stressed out about a few different things at the moment, and that's affecting you on a health level, okay? And the things that are affecting you on the health level are stresses. So when you're starting to feel stressed, now you deal with stress in a very weird way, okay? You either kind of go overboard or you don't, or you ignore it until the point that you think, fuck. So we just kind of need to find that bit of a middle ground, okay? Because you're very, very giving with your time and your resources and how you do things, but sometimes you forget that you need to have some stores in your fuel tank for yourself, okay? So what I will tell you to do is just take a deep breath and have a little relax and feeling a little bit more in control, okay? Because if you don't, your body's going to bite you on the ass and make you have that rest and relaxation, okay? So things like vertigo happen when you get into this sort of state because you don't know where you're coming or going, a bit like vertigo. There also can be some imbalances in the middle ear for you as well, which can make you feel like you don't know whether you're coming or going. And it's just a very uncomfortable period. So it's also a spiritual shift that's going on for you at the moment as well. And you just don't have time for a freaking spiritual shift right now. You've just got shit to do. So it's a bit of an inconvenient time. But if you can try to relax and meditate, I would say meditate to some biking music, okay? I know I don't recommend that very often, but I think in your case was a bit quicker of a beat, like Native American beat is a little bit different compared to a biking beat. So you're looking for biking style of music, preferably with either throat singing or no singing whatsoever. And you're looking for the low range frequencies, so those deeper frequencies that you're looking at, just to reset some of your ions and reset yourself a little bit, because you're a little bit and that's creating your body to go up yours more. I'm shut down for a little while, okay? So just be mindful of that. Is that all we need to know? And make sure you drink filtered water, not tap water, because that can upset you too at the moment, okay? Cool. Is that enough? Thank you. Okay. Amy Hickman, may I have a card, please? I need positive guidance. I will give you whatever comes through, my darling. Let's have a look at your life purpose first. So this is Amy Hickman. Amy Hickman, I need to tell you, my darling, that I just heard tires screeching, as though you're either not being paying attention to the road or someone around you is not being paying attention to the road. There are no injuries or concerns that you need to worry about, but it's a near miss, okay? So either you or someone around you, someone in your at the set of lights has not been paying attention. So just give yourself a bit of extra room in the next couple of weeks when you're driving, making sure that people behind you in your rearview mirror are not on their phones. Give yourself plenty of room, because it's not going to be a hit, okay? It's going to be a near miss, but it's just going to rattle you, okay? It's just going to rattle you, and I can hear the screeching of the tires, so just be careful of that. That was Amy Hickman. I know you want a positive, but I positively just saved you, guarantee you. Okay. All right, you're in a healing stage at the moment, and you're working out whether you want to be a healer for yourself or whether you want to be a healer for others. Be a healer for others, because if you wait until you're completely healed yourself, you will be waiting forever. So what I would suggest that you do is have a good look around at different modalities of healing that you can do and that you can look at. I would not recommend Reiki to you. I would recommend something a little bit different, a little bit left of field, okay? Because you're a little bit left of field yourself. And it would suit your personality and suit your commitment to the weird and wacky side of the world. Okay. And you've got the third house in astrology, which is the house of learning something new in your neighborhood, okay? So first and second and third, all about you and those close things to you. So your third house is all about that real immediate neighborhood, and you have an opportunity to learn about stuff. So this is your cue, okay, to start doing that healing stuff that you've been thinking about for a little while now. They're saying 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 8 months, okay? So whatever's been going on for 8 months, now is your time to go through and grab it and make it happen. And there's some writing involved as well for you. So if you don't already keep a journal, or you don't think about writing a book, then now's the time to do that. If you don't want to write a book and couldn't think of anything worse, that's okay. Get a journal happening and put down your thoughts, okay? Because once you process it out of your mind, you'll have a bit more control over how much clutter is in your mind, okay? And that gives you a clarity of thought. Okie dokie. Oh, Joanne's got any hint on what is happening medically with me? Spent the night in hospital, no answers. I think we might have already covered that. Just let me know if I missed anything out or if I talked complete shit. I think we already covered that though. Okay. That was a bit weird. Okay, any hint? We got that one, Tracy. Hello, John. How you going? Nice to see you again. Oh, I just had a spirit pop straight in front of my eyeballs. I don't know if you saw that, guys. That was not just over that side. But it's right in front of my eyes there. Now, I don't know if you had an opportunity to watch my video. When did I do that? I did a video recently on something, and I had spirit form right behind me, and it was obvious, and a number of the viewers actually screenshotted the spirit and sent it to me and said, whoa, this is awesome. So thank you to all of you that did that. That was pretty cool. I knew they were there because I feel them. I just didn't see her in particular in the camera, but when I saw the picture, I thought, oh, okay, that's why I could feel your breath on me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay. Hello, Melissa. We've got Bron Duckett would like a card. Duckett rhymes with bucket, and it would be my pleasure, my darling. Okay. Right. Bron Duckett. I love that name. What a cool name. It's like Davy Crockett, but not. I bet you hear that joke all the time. That was pathetic, wasn't it? See, this is why I'm a medium, not a stand-up comic. Okay, so looking at Bron. Bron's all about relationships too at the moment, and she's talking about relationship. Oh, ooh, whoa. Okay, I'll stop teasing you. Let me We're going to tease Bron a little bit, okay? This is why we're going to tease her. The 7th house, the house of relationships, okay? And it's about long-term relationships and how they look. So if you're in a relationship at the moment or you're dreaming about a relationship, these are some of the things that you can expect. Fun factor is going to, okay, let's just assume you're already in a relationship, okay? So the fun factor is going to start coming back into the relationship by way of the 5th house, which is the house of children and things like that, okay? So about funness, about embracing your inner child, about doing all sorts of wonderful things. There's an Aries energy here, which is fiery, and then there's a Mars energy here as well. So what I'm saying to you so far is it looks like the relationship that you are in or that you're about to go in can get a little bit stagnant. And when it gets stagnant, you've got two very fiery personalities. And they get fired up because they're bored, okay? Now, the thing is with this, we got the 12th house, which is the house of secrets and the house of hidden skeleton, and we've got Mercury. So what I will say to you is that not that you or your beloved to be are being sneaky little rat bags, okay, and hiding stuff. That's not what this is about. What I'm saying to you is that if you use the power of communication to be able to work through any of those triggers that have happened to you both in the past, in past relationships, childhood traumas, growing up, teenage years, whatever it is that you guys get triggered from, that you get upset and you can't quite move forward from that, and then you bounce off each other, now's the time to leave all that behind. Now's the time for you to find a beautiful way to be able to talk about the things that are in the family skeletons, the things that have been hidden away within your own heart and within your own psyche and your soul development, and being able to talk about them openly and freely with one another. And that will settle down the butting of the heads, the Mars and the Aries energy, and it will allow the romance to blossom because you get greater, deeper intimacy. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, I would say to you that this is an opportunity for you both to just really step right out and be that raw, pull the layers off of the onion and be really, really raw and just, talk to each other, really talk to each other, because I kind of feel like the person that's in your life or is coming into your life, if he's not already there, is just this beautiful human being. He's just a nice human being. It's just that you both had some experiences in the past and you're still kind of, there's some I'm going to say baggage, but baggage sometimes sounds really much worse than it is. But it's a few little things there that you're both working through, okay? And you've come together at a really cool, crucial time for you to be able to learn how to talk about those things without the shame or embarrassment behind them. Okay, so very cool. It's a nice relationship. So you're not already in it yet. You're about to be in it. And if you're in it, it's about to get better because you're going to learn how to communicate effectively. All right. Okie dokie. Pauline, I would love a card. I would love to give you one. Someone just threw. I've got all of my cards in little bags, okay? And someone just picked up my bags and threw them across the floor. That's what I was looking at. So, a little rude. I think Spirit are very cool at taking stuff off my wall, throwing things, but they're not very good at vacuuming or mopping. I can hear one of them laughing at me now. See? They're smart asses, aren't they? Smart asses. Okay, we're looking for Pauline. Pauline's got some jobs to do. She's on a spiritual quest. All right, Pauline, what I will say to you is if you're having trouble unlocking some spiritual gifts that you have, and you are a natural intuitive person, but if you're having trouble undoing that, what I would suggest that you do is do something like numerology, or have a look at astrology, fundamental astrology, something that has a scientific backing behind it, and that will appeal to your logic brain and your spiritual brain. The messages will make more sense for you, okay? You're extremely intuitive, and I'd love to see you broaden your gift. 100% love to see you broaden that, but you've got a scientific brain, okay? So it's not that you doubt everything or that you're a total skeptic, because you're just not, but you will have a lot of fun in learning how to trust the messages that come through and learning how to trust yourself. If you start with a slightly more scientific, mathematical, astrology, mathematics, numerology, obviously mathematics, that sort of stuff, a little bit of more substance to it, and then you'll start to relax a bit more and trust yourself. So that would be a good way of starting, because you're quite intuitive, and I'd love to see you back yourself because it's really cool. All right, Tio. How are we going for time? Plenty of time. Okay. Let me have a little look. Oh, damn it. Colleen, I saw you were carving something. I saw it just flick off the screen. You were carving something and you do something to your finger. You sliced your finger. Hang on, let me have a little look. Ah, right. So that's where the heat's coming from. All right, I need you to keep an eye on the... Why would I be thinking about legs, though? The legs carry you forward. You're going too fast. You're going too fast. Trying in a rush. You're trying to get there quicker. You're trying to get there quicker. So therefore, you're trying to go too fast with the slicing of the ham or something like that. Okay, so it's symbolic. But the heat is still there. So I need you to keep an eye on whatever you sliced. Whatever finger you slice, just keep an eye on it. Make sure that it doesn't get infected, okay? Because there's something going on there. And every time I tune into you, I get hot, like menopause hot, okay? So you just need to keep an eye on that, all right? Just for a little while, just a couple of weeks, until I don't know whether you get an infection from the actual cut itself or something contaminates it. I don't think something contaminates it. I think something else is going on there. But just keep an eye on it, please. And make sure it doesn't get infected. If it does start to get hot, in particular, it feels like there's a heat, that's a healing heat, that's normal. But if it starts to feel like a burning heat, that's an infection. So take yourself off to the quack straight away and get it looked at, please. Okay. Roberta would like a card. We'll have a look. We'll do the zodiac ones first. Take a bit more space. Put my keyboard over there. Okay. Oh. Okay. Roberta, you've got two. You've got Vesta, which is a goddess, and it's about sacred spiritual awareness and divine feminine and stepping into your strong woman, your strong womanhood. But you're doing it in such a way that it's not like a Homer Simpson on the side of the road, okay? You're actually doing it quite in a dignified manner. So you're politely doing your bucket stage of life, okay? You're not doing the caveman bucket stage that I went through. It's a very nurturing energy that you've got at the moment, and it needs to be, because you need some peace and quiet and some serenity in your life, and this is the year for you, and this is what you've decided, and this is how it's going to be, and so be it. It's just as simple as that. And you're really taking back any power that may have been given up or taken from you or attempted to taken from you in the past, and that's enough now. So you're actually really loving that. Your relationship that you have with yourself is going to flourish this year in particular. Right through, and they're saying February is when you're going to start noticing some huge changes, absolutely huge changes in what's going on around you, in yourself, within yourself, which I like. It's all about you. I just said huge changes with your relationship, and then I flip this card over, and it's the first house, which is the house of you. So it's all about you and your relationship with yourself, how you talk to yourself, how to nurture. If possible, take yourself out on dates, those sorts of things. I highly recommend it. I did it. It was great. And I didn't miss the conversation for a very long time, but now I couldn't imagine having dinner without my husband. So go figure. This is an opportunity for you to be really proud about the achievements that you have in your life. So if you're not super happy with where your life is at the moment, you will be making some big decisions on that, and you will love it. You will love the outcome, because it gives you that empowerment, that real, here I am, get out of my way, I'm making it. So good on you. That's what we want. Powerful people. Okay. Noriko Conti. There's two. Noriko, can you please tell me which business you are referring to, please? Because I kind of feel like you've got a decision to make about your own business, your own organization, your own, what you're going to do for you, entrepreneurial kind of stuff, okay? So you're just not sure which direction to go in. So tell me what business you're thinking about in particular. I kind of feel like there's a this way or there's a that way with you, all right? So pop it in or have a little look. Michelle Davis would like to know if there's love coming my way. Dun, dun, dun. Michelle, I don't do relationship readings because I love people. And I like them to work on themselves. However, having said that, I do have a challenge at the moment that if I can get over 1,000 likes and 1,000 followers on my Facebook page, I will start doing relationship readings. So I will make an exception to this on your behalf, because I have not seen your name before, and I don't want you to get cross with me while we're waiting for my 1,000 clicks to click over, okay? So I will let you know that there's absolutely a relationship coming for you. There's a little bit of insecurity in your path for you around some abandonment issues, and also some insecurity issues based on previous relationships, okay? You're not going to have to worry about that with this person, but you are putting that frequency out there. So instead of saying, please don't send me another dickhead, I'd like you to think to yourself, I'm so ready for the perfect person for me, okay? And that mantra will send you the perfect person for you. Sometimes we have this idea of, like a Pierce Brosnan style of man, not even aesthetically, but we want a certain height, we want a certain build, we want a certain this. We forget about all the traits, and we forget about how much work we've done on ourselves. So the perfect man for me will attract the perfect man that is for you right in this moment right now. Now, the best thing about that is you have an opportunity to change that at any point. So as you grow and evolve, that man will need to grow and evolve as well. Otherwise, you will part ways. It's as simple as that. So that's why it's really cool if you can do as much work on yourself and really truly understand who you are at your authentic core before you start looking at that, that beautiful forever after relationship, because a lot of our relationships are built on challenges and lessons learning, and finding ourselves how much we give up as women, essentially, when we're in relationships, can be absolutely terrifying. And then when they leave us for somebody else because we've got nothing else to give, and they're so used to giving and they've sucked us dry. And this is not just women, but I'm a girl, so I can only say from my perspective and what I've learned over the years. But when they've taken as much as you can possibly give them, they discard you and move on. And I'm sure it's no different for men out there as well. Women do that to guys all the time as well. So we have to learn what is healthy giving and what is healthy receiving, and when is giving too much. And you're a very giving person. So my recommendation for you would be to change your wording and how you're looking for someone, because you're certainly looking for someone who is transparent. And you're certainly looking for someone who does not lie by omission, okay? And you're certainly looking for someone who will just sit and hold your hand and not necessarily solve your problems. You can think for yourself. You've got a very strong mind. But it's just nice to have a companion. So the perfect man for you right at this time, okay? So if you do that, he's not that far away. You'll actually meet him this year, okay? But that doesn't mean sit on your ass and do nothing and don't do any spiritual growth. I'm going to propel you along your spiritual growth so you can bring him in sooner, okay? All right. Hello, would love some of your wisdom too. Joy. Absolutely. We're going straight. Joy. Whoops. Sent me a little black heart. Joy is a writer. If you're not already doing a blog, or writing things down, actually, I really like that idea. If you've been thinking, holy crap balls. Okay, Joy, let me explain to you what I've just pulled out for you. The writing, these are life purpose cards, okay? So what can help you find your purpose in life? Now, if you're not a writer and you've got writing, if you're not a writer and you think, oh my God, she's crazy, she's having too many meds, I don't mean that you're going to run off and write a book. I mean by writing your stuff down, doodling some information, one day it's just going to go and open the heavens up, okay? And you're just going to get what your purpose is, what you're supposed to be doing. The life purpose cards give you an idea on the direction that you can be playing in for when you actually awaken that purpose. And sometimes it is writing. My life purpose is to teach. I love teaching. I will do it every chance I get. And if I don't understand what the topic is, I'll go and research the topic, and I'll get to that point where I will call in experts so I can help you become an expert yourself. It's just that's what I want to do. I love doing that. But you, Joy, got writing, okay? So you're helping to heal people through writing, through journaling, through putting things down on paper. You also got infinite abundance. So you'll be able to create wealth holistically and financially and emotionally by writing. It's time for you to decide what you want to do. So if you're at that crossroads in your life where you're just not sure whether you want to continue being a hairdresser or run off and be a mechanic, it's time to decide now. And this is a really crazy thing. Books is the last thing that came out. So of your 4 cards are all related to reading. They're all relating to books, to writing, to decide what time, it's time to decide what you want to do now And it's all around healing using your words, healing using writing, okay? So joy, that is you. And what you're going to do with that is up to you. But I'd get a journal and start playing with things, okay? I think you'll find that you're actually quite a good wordsmith. Okay. Cody, good evening. Oh, Joanne's got rubbing your chest might have been me. Difficulty breathing, heaviness in the chest, X-ray and CT clear. That's really bizarre. We'll come back and have a little look there. Cody Scott, a card for the year ahead would be appreciated. One card for the year ahead? Are you on crack? All right. You've got some cog issues, okay? A cog is a chakra, okay? If you haven't seen my videos before, I call them cogs because we are a machine and the chakras are cogs to make sure that we're in alignment and our machines are working to their optimum best. And if our cogs are out, then our machine will start to break down, okay? So you got the sacral, which is down there, just kind of in between, kind of in your belly button around there, okay? I suppose a little bit less than your belly button. And you got an inflexibility, okay? So the flexibility is how flexible you are in your thought patterns, how receptive you are to trying different things, trying new different ways of doing things, okay? So this year will be all about growth for you. Could you please tell me what year you were born, Cody? So I'd like to be able to have a little look at my cheat sheet and work out what you're here to learn about, and that will support you in understanding what your challenges are for 2020 and what we can do to be able to get you there. I don't need your whole date of birth, just your year that you were born. And I can work that out for you pretty quickly. You're also working about relationships at the moment as well, and how you interact with others and what that means. And towards the end of the year, you'll be going through a spiritual awakening, and the spiritual awakening will actually have you thinking about everything in your life, okay? So it's kind of like a Saturn return. So if you're not already 28 and you're coming up to 28, or you're getting close to that 26 through to 29, 30, sort of that 4-year period, you'll be bouncing off your Saturn return, and that will have you questioning everything, all your belief patterns, your structure patterns, all that sort of stuff, okay? But you are coming into a spiritual awakening and a big awareness in a lot of ways. There's a little bit of soul healing that you're doing as well. So if you want to have a look in the emotion code and start releasing some of that crap that your soul's hanging on to from previous lifetimes and also from childhood trauma this lifetime. And then I've just gone back to the base unit, and the families come up there, okay? So there's some work for you to do around the family unit. That is my cog chart. I made it all by myself. Some of the colors that you can use, of course, you can use the golds, the oranges, and the reds. So any combination of those colors. Don't have to wear all 3 colors every single day, Cody, but it is a good idea for you to try to have those colors on your person at any given time. They can be hair ties, scarves, socks, doesn't really matter, my darling, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, let's have a look. See down the bottom. Okay. Got. Okay. We've got Joanne. Difficulty breathing, but I couldn't find out what that's all about. Joanne, I'd like you to have a look up Louise Hay's book. If you don't have it, just let me know, darling, and I'll have a look in my copy. But what you're looking for is heavy chest, difficulty breathing. You're looking for respiratory issues, okay? There's an affirmation in there. It'll be associated with feeling safe and protected. Is that right? I don't know. I just popped that out of my mouth. That's my clear cognizant. Okay, that's just clear knowing shit. You don't know how shit gets in your brain. That just happened. So have a look up Louise Hay's book. If you don't have a copy of it, Joanne, just sing out and let me know. I'll have a look in my copy for you. But you're looking for respiratory issues and stuff around being able to breathe. Okay, that suffocating, you know, and it feels like someone's sitting on my chest. Okay, so that was definitely for you before me, because that's how it's feeling again. That feels like someone's put like put my chest in a vice. You know, one of those things your husband's got in the garage and you crank it up and hold shit in place. That's what my chest feels like. You can have that back, bloody hell. Okay, who else have I got here? Marlene Case, is there anything I need to know? There is lots of things you need to know, my darling. Where do you want to start? We're going to have a look at some energy that's affecting you at the moment. So this is from Marlene Case. Marlene stepping into it's all about Taurus. Someone said just before it's all about Taurus. I think it was Pauline. Am I right? I think it was Pauline. It's all about Taurus. Vesta is there. Okay, so it's the goddess as well. And it's the 8th house, which is the house of transformation. So look, the 8th house is associated with sex. It's associated with other people's money. It's one of those taboo houses. And it's not really. It's actually a very cool house. It does make people very, can make you quite intuitive, can make you a bit off with the pixies, a little bit different, a bit sensitive, empathic, most definitely, intense emotions, those sorts of stuff. So the fact that you're having a goddess, you're trying to balance your divine feminine and your divine masculine at the same time. And in order for us to be balanced beautifully, we need to understand that there's a masculine and a feminine side to us, and that's what's going on for you at the moment, okay, Marlene? So what I would say to you is find a hobby or a passion that allows you to just totally absorb, what's the word I'm looking for? Immerse yourself in that, okay? So you forget about everything else. You can only do that one thing. I lift really heavy weights. I love it because I can't think about anything else when I'm trying not to kill myself. So that's the thing for me, that I match my divine feminine with my divine masculine. And even though lifting heavy weights sounds very masculine, I'm actually honoring how strong my body is and my mind is, because if I have a strong body, my mind automatically feels strong, which means that I'm in an empowerment position. So that's how I relax into my divine feminine. I don't see it as a weakness or a vulnerability. I see it as a strength that I can use that, okay? So that's where you're sitting right now as well. It's a very cool place for you to be in, actually, because you've had to work really hard to get that far. So good on you for doing that. I like it. Very nice. All right. What else have we got? Joanne, she always forgets about me. It's all about the family. Damn straight, my body's shutting down on me this week. Don't make me come down there and smack you. You know, I do smackings for free. How are you going to run the car? And the car is your family if you've got no bloody fuel. Find something that you can do that's just for you. I know it's hard because you've got beautiful kids all around you. I'm yawning. You're tired. You need some time out. If you're feeling overwhelmed like that again, okay, that will just overwhelming, go to Louise Hay's affirmations and say that a few times. If you're still feeling like that, go check yourself in the hospital for a night, okay? So your husband, they're all yours. I'm out. Order pizza, go to a hotel or go to the hospital, okay? You will be fine. It's just that you're running on empty and your body's got nothing more to give, okay? All right. Lee Wild is in the house. We're almost out of time, guys. Lee Wild, Lee, you're going to love this. Would love a purpose card. Oh, that's good. I just did your purpose card. I didn't even see that there. I just saw your name. I went for it. Study is coming up, practicing something, learning a new skill, and you getting divine support while you're doing that. They're all for you. Studying, practicing, going to school. Okay, no, that doesn't mean that you're going back to school. It just means that you could be doing some sort of online study. You're furthering your education. But don't worry about any of that, okay, because everything will be all right. That's really weird. Look at this. You know how I just find shit? That's my husband telling one of our kids no. I wonder what they're doing. Probably wash their balls and running through the house again. If you don't know, we have German Shepherds. I'm not really saying that my child has got wet testicles running through the house and my husband telling him no, just to clarify how it works in the madhouse here. There's a 17, 1 and 7 is 8, power and abundance. There's an 18, 1 and 8 is 9, ending of cycles. Down here is a 2 and a 7 is a 9, ending of cycles. And down here is a 1 and a 9, which is a 10, new beginnings. Okay, so whatever this is for you, Lee, you're actually going to learn a new skill. And your angels will give you the messages that you need. They will give you the support that you need. You will be able to fly through this. It's a little bit scary at first when you start. That's normal. Breathe through it. Fear is a feel, emotion, and release. Okay, feel, emotion, and release. And just get on with it. Okay, there's a lot of wisdom. You're bringing through a lot of wisdom from you already have a natural flair for whatever it is that you're going to study and you're going to practice. Okay, good on you. Okay. Nancy. Oh, we have another man. Hi, Paul. So nice to see all the guys coming in. Love that masculine energy. It's so cool. Right. Paul. Let's do Paul. Okay, Paul's going to start being taken seriously. Paul's going to start being taken seriously in his work life. Okay, but whatever it is that you're doing for a job, if you're not in a job now, you're going to get a job. Okay, so don't worry about that little semantic, because there's nothing in the spirit world. Sagittarius is all about power, confidence, superiority, all that sort of stuff. The 6th house is all about your work, how you apply yourself to your work. And then you've got the Leo, okay, which is the big lion, the powerful, the pride. Things are going to start really falling into place for you, and it's methodical falling into place, okay? And you're going to be recognized for what you bring to the table, and you may have been recognized for what you bring to the table in previous jobs, but not to the extent that you're about to embark on, okay? So this is a really cool year for you, kind of like you're saying, here I am, world, now you need to listen to me, okay? In the past, you're happy to just like, I don't know, fly under the radar, just go along with the flow, not rock the boat. I'm not sure, but you've just got this zest about you, that, and people are going to start noticing that, and they're going to start recognizing it and rewarding you for that. So it's really, really cool. So it's a nice card set to have. So good on you, Paul. Love to hear what you, how that's going to unfold in the next couple of months for you, in particular, the next couple of months. All right, I've got time for one more because I have a reading straight after. Don't forget, if you do want to book a private reading with me, they start from like 15 minutes for a path and purpose, a tarot interpretation, and they go right through to an hour-long reading as well for channeled intuitive. There's astrology, there's numerology, there's all sorts of stuff that you can get through me. So, you know, just sing out and we'll book you in. That's no problem whatsoever. Love my sweariness. Kind of like my trademark now. I got offered a regular show over in the States, and when I was talking to the producer, and she said to me, "I've seen you all your lives," and she said, "We'd love to have you part of the team." And I thought, "Oh fuck, you know how much I swear." She goes, "Yeah, it's okay." I thought, "Oh god." So yeah, it's pretty amazing. All right. Okay, Nancy likes me. Thank you, Nancy. All right. 100% spot on for Bron. Oh, you're welcome. That's very cool. All right, let's just see down here, make sure I've got everybody. Organic Company, Affiliate and Healing. Organic Company. Noriko. Organic Company. All right, Noriko, what I'm going to say to you is the business will be a success, but you cannot be a silent partner. If your business partner or somebody else has a louder voice, you need to be louder still, or you need to have definite traditional roles on who is doing what, where the roles of responsibility lie. If you're going to do this all by yourself, then you're going to have a staff member that is very forceful, okay? So don't lose your voice. You must work autonomously. You've got some great ideas. You have to back yourself. Your business will be a 100% success, but you do need to make sure that you have your voice. You cannot be silent in this, okay? Don't allow shit to go on around you. You need to direct the shit yourself, okay? And shit is organic, okay? So I'm not speaking out of terms, but you know exactly what I mean. You're nodding your head. Good girl. That's exactly what I mean. You need to be able to run your own ship. Otherwise, it's not going to work, okay? Cool. All right. Now I'm just going to have a little look down here. Make sure. I was waiting for someone to come back with their date of birth for me or the year of birth. Okay. Joe Jam, you're a darling. Thank you very much for that link. So anyone that was listening to me talk about Louise Hayes's book, then J Jam in the comments section has actually put a little link there, so it takes you straight through. So thank you very much for doing that. That's tremendous. You're a darling. Thank you, darling. All right. I'm just trying to find. Okay. Paul wants to start. Now, Paul, I just did the reading for, wants to start a healing practice over the next few months. Do it. Absolutely do it. That's where you step out in your own. That's where that Leo power comes from. This is where you start getting recognized. I'll just pull all those cards out again. This is where you start being recognized, and you need to do it methodically, okay? Make sure that you do things in a certain manner, okay, Paul, and you'll be fine. But this is something that you're just going to get recognized for. This is fantastic for you. I'm so pleased. That's really, really cool. When you get on your feet, Paul, let me know. I want to have a look at everything that you do, okay? Because the male energy in the healing world is really cool, because feminism has gone a bit crazy. So we need divine masculine to balance everything out. You can't have one without the other, okay? It's like a butterfly trying to fly straight with one wing. It's not going to happen. So you've got that potential. You have, Paul, I wish you all the best in your healing practice, because that is exactly what you need to do, because that is where you finally get recognized for what you bring to the table. Good on you. Love it. All right, guys, I'm going to have to go. I'm just trying to make sure if I've got any feedback or any extra little things that I need to know about. So, no. Okay. Cool. Excellent. All right, guys, I'll leave you with that. Thank you very, very much. Don't forget, you can always catch me on Insight by Janita Francis. I also have my own things that I do over there as well. So, sing out for that. Masterclasses on every now and then about different topics. And of course, you will always catch me right here on the Spiritual Events Directory, doing the Warrior Chronicles on Thursday nights at 6 p.m. If you're interested in a private reading, please let me know. I'm doing soul transformation coaching at the moment as well, because a lot of people want to start this decade with a bang, and that's exactly what we can do with soul transformation stuff. So all my details are on my website, which is somewhere in the video, and that'll give you all the details that you need. So once again, thank you very much for your time tonight. All the best, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.